Stories. But before that, let's talk to Chris Grabham, who runs a pop orchestra, which is performing at the Northcote in Exeter soon. Hello, Chris.
Hello, David.
Chris, this is a kind of a youth pop orchestra?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a group of there's about 50 of us now. It's grown to be huge, a 50-piece orchestra, mainly of young people, and we really basically put on a big show with all sorts of pop music from the 70s right up to the present day, with singers, dancing, props, costumes, the works. Even some of the saxophones have to do a bit of dancing in our next performance, which is, incredibly exciting. And yeah, it's full of young people. It's full of energy. It's just so much fun.
So who selects the music, Chris? Because these youngsters wouldn't have been born when all this good music was around.
I know, absolutely. Well, that falls to me. I get the exciting job of picking and refining what songs go in the programme, which is, a challenge.
So what sort of stuff do you do?
Well, a bit of all sorts. So we've got the Spice Girls, we've got the Backstreet Boys, we've got ABBA, Katrina and the Waves, right the way through to stuff like Avicii, David Guetta, Celine Dion, Nicki Minaj, all sorts.
All played by a 50-piece orchestra?
Yeah, all played entirely live by 50-piece orchestra, which is quite an experience to listen to.
I was going to say, I bet that's a heck of a sound.
It is. It's I've been working with loads of different groups, and I must admit the pop orchestra is unlike anything else I've ever done. There is just the colour of the sound is just so broad. There is literally everything from really delicate moments where there's just one or two people playing through to the roar of like 4 trombones, kettle drums, cymbals, bass drums. Yeah, it's amazing. The scope of sound that we can create is, fantastic.
So I'm thinking of things like the David Guetta tracks and the Avicii tracks would have been very heavily synthesized, obviously, but you can create that, can't you, with an orchestra, because you'll have a massive string section for a start.
Absolutely, and we have a really expanded wind section as well. So we've got things like flutes and clarinets and piccolos and oboes, English horn, all sorts of things like that. But we've also got a whole sax section, which a lot of orchestras don't have, which is really, really exciting. And the saxophone is such an interesting instrument. It adds so much colour and tone to the orchestra. It can do really sort of mellow stuff through to really sort of funky stuff, really at sort of the click of your fingers, which is brilliant. So when you combine all of that together with the violins, with the trumpets and all that sort of stuff, there's so much you can do that those soaring sort of synthesized melodies, they come out very well. They come out very well.
Sax is very versatile, though, isn't it? Because you can put it in a rhythm and blues band, like the Blues Brothers, for instance, or you could put it in a Miles Davis jazz band, and it'll sound completely different.
Absolutely. And one of the songs that I'm very excited about that we're doing at the Northcote is Sax by Fleur East, which, of course, has not only the funky bass line going on the baritone throughout it, but you've also got this saxophone solo pretty much where it carries the tune across the whole orchestra, and our sax section love playing that one.
Who does the arrangements? Is that you?
It is, yes, that's my job.
Because that must take a while to arrange for a 50-piece orchestra.
Oh yeah. No, it's a long process, getting everything ready and then making sure that everybody has the right music at the right time, and then I conduct it. So making sure that I then bring people in at the right time and make sure that they're playing the arrangements how I want them to sound and that the balance is right. And with 50 people, getting the balance right takes a bit of work, but we get there. It's good fun.
So are you actually reading the music as you go, or do you know it so well that you can you know where you are on the score?
I know it so well, I could do it without the score for sure. I have it there because there's just so much information on the score that it's really helpful, especially sometimes, when you got certain solos, you want to just bring people in and give them that extra nudge, and it's helpful to have it written down. But when I perform, you'll probably see in videos and the like, I'm quite often singing along, sort of grooving along with the singers, maybe joining in with a bit of choreography whilst I'm kind of keeping the beat of the orchestra. Because, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you can really get involved in it. And the music kind of plays itself. I mean, these are songs that pretty much everyone knows. That's kind of how we go down the choice of choosing songs, is it's kind of modern and classics that most people, 90% of people, will recognise. So reading the music is of course very important, but I can get away with without it if I need to.
So how long is the show? Where do we get tickets from?
So the show is on Saturday the 21st of September. It's at the Exeter Northcote Theatre. So if you go onto their website or their Facebook page, you can get the link to tickets there, or you can search Chris Grabham Pop Orchestra into Google or any other search engine. We're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, the works. You can have a listen to the type of thing we do, and you can see what I mean about the funny costumes, because we have all sorts.
I've had a listen, Chris. It sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and it really does sound good. I'm sure you'll have a great time at the Northcote. Do go and check them out, and go to either the Facebook page, which is the Chris Grabham Pop Orchestra, or go to the Exeter Northcote page, which is exeternorthcote.co.uk. Good to talk to you, Chris. Hope the gig goes really well.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Take care.